저는 아드백 성덕입니다. 아드백 티셔츠 입고 아드백 증류소 오는 게 제 버킷리스트 중 하나였거든요. 제가 아드백 찐팬이라 성수에서 진행했던 아드백 데이도 다녀왔는데요. 그날 받은 아드백 스모키 버스 한정판 티셔츠를 입고 아드백에 왔습니다. 그런데 웬열? 저희 아드백 투어 직원이 똑같은 티셔츠를 입고 있는 거예요. 뿐만 아니라 제가 투어 끝나고 아드백 직원 차 얻어 타고 아드백 직원 집에 가서 그의 술장을 털어왔는데요. 제가 이날 이후로 아일라 섬을 떠나는 그날까지 매일 여기 가서 위스키를 때려 마셨거든요. 스코틀랜드 증류소 직원의 술장에는 과연 어떤 귀한 위스키들이 있을지 랜선 집들이 영상 궁금하시면 지금 구독 누르고 기다려주세요. 왜냐하면 제 채널이 너무 작아서 나중에 찾기 어려우실 거예요. 그리고 아드백 증류소에서 처음 만났는데 어떻게 집까지 가게 된 건지 그 과정이 궁금하시면 영상 끝까지 시청해주세요. 그리고 이 아드백 직원이랑 친해져서 3월달에 한국 놀러 오기로 했거든요. 이 친구가 한국 위스키 증류소 투어도 돌고 싶다고 해서 그것도 준비하고 있어요. 그리고 한국에서 테이스팅 이벤트도 기획 중인데 한국에서 못 구하는 아드백 한정판 위스키도 들고 온대요. 증류소 직원한테 평소 위스키 관련 궁금했던 것들 마음 놓고 물어볼 수 있는 좋은 기회예요. 그리고 제가 다 통역해드릴 거니까 영어 못하셔도 걱정 마세요. 아드백 직원과 함께하는 테이스팅에 참가하고 싶으신 분들은 고정 댓글 확인해주세요. 왜냐하면 오프라인 특성상 많은 분들을 못 모십니다. 선착순으로 마감할 예정이니 오픈과 동시에 알람 받고 싶으신 분들은 고정 댓글 링크에 번호 남겨주세요. 근데 여러분, 피트 위스키 좋아하시나요? 저는 진짜 피트 성애자거든요. 그래서 무라카미 하루키의 위스키 성지 여행이라는 책을 읽고 스코틀랜드에서도 배를 타고 한참을 가야 하는 섬 아일라에 왔습니다. 스코틀랜드에 위스키 증류소가 140군데 정도 있는데 그 중에서 10개 이상이 이 아일라 섬에 있습니다. 그래서 아일라를 위스키 성지 순례의 메카라고 할 수 있죠. 심지어 아일라 섬에 있는 증류소는 거의 다 세계적으로 유명해요. 아드백, 라가블린, 라프로익, 보모어, 키로만, 브룩라디, 부나하벤, 아드나호, 쿠릴라 그리고 운영 예정인 포트 앨런, 라간베이 증류소까지 전부 제가 직접 다녀왔거든요. 근데 또 아일라만 간 게 아니고요. 캠핑카를 빌려 스코틀랜드 5대 위스키 생산 지역을 모두 돌았고 그 여정에서 총 31개의 위스키 증류소를 방문했습니다. 아드백 증류소는 딱 아드백다워요. 들어가자마자 힙하다는 느낌이 딱 듭니다. 뭐랄까 약간 MG 감성? 건물 외벽 군데군데 이렇게 벽화들이 그려져 있고요. 글램팍 클라스와 마찬가지로 수명이 다한 증류기를 밖에 전시해놨더라고요. 심지어 안에도 있어요.
You don't use it, but then why is it here?
Because they look pretty. It's pretty.
그쵸, pretty. 예쁘다는 말로 설명이 필요 없습니다. 무엇보다 바닷가를 낀 자연 풍경이 말도 안 되게 예쁩니다. 진짜 헉 소리밖에 안 나와요. 투어가 끝나고도 한참을 더 머물다 갔을 정도로요. 아드백은 특별히 기본 투어가 아니라 2배 비싼 리미티드 에디션 투어를 신청해서 다녀왔는데요. 제가 증류소를 30개 넘게 가봤지만 아드백 증류소 투어는 조금 달랐어요. 왜냐하면 보통 투어 다 끝나고 테이스팅을 진행하는데요. 아드백은 투어 시작하면서 일단 한 잔 따라주고 중간중간 계속 새로운 한정판 위스키들을 따라주는데요. 술꾼인 저로서는 아주 마음에 들었습니다. 심지어 아드백 숙성구에서 단 하나뿐인 캐스크에서 직접 꺼낸 위스키를 마셔볼 수 있었는데요. 근데 이건 원래 프로그램이 없던 거라고 해요. 아무튼 숙성구에서 직접 길어 올린 싱글 캐스크 위스키는 어땠는지, 리미티드 에디션 투어에는 어떤 위스키들을 주는지, 아드백 직원이 1등으로 꼽은 위스키는 과연 무엇일지 지금부터 아드백 증류소 안으로 들어가 아드백이 피트 위스키 중에서도 왜 유독 광팬들이 많은 건지 그 이유를 함께 찾아보시죠.
So this is the mash tun.
Yeah.
Is it on process? Whoa. It's like mud.
Yeah.
Cool.
Once I'm mashed done,
Yeah.
and then
It's very cool here.
these are wash bags. 12 of these total.
12 in the other room.
4 in here, 6 in another room as well.
Wow. Wow, it's very bubbly. Did you try this? Wash?
Not tried it. I've not tried it, no. I tried the wash at Bonnehaven, but not here.
How was it?
very sour. Have you tried wash before?
No,
No.
haven't.
Is it finished?
Oh, it's finished. Oh, then
Finished
it's
fermentation.
so bubble gets out. Yeah, I can feel the sour beer. And why is Ardbeg called Beast?
The wee beastie.
Yeah.
It's just kind of about like a sort of powerful fiery monster kind of thing. It's the monster of a dram is the tagline kind of around.
Because the ppm is high?
Yes, because we're smoky and young and fierce. You can see that's the wash. Oh,
This
that's
is the
wort.
wash.
That's the wort.
Wort.
That'll go into the wash bags.
Oh, so you store it here
Yes.
before getting
So it goes in here to cool down.
cool down.
There you go. Right, well,
That's the other wash bags
these are
here.
the other ones here.
Nice view of the ocean here. Is it inside?
It's empty.
Oh, it's empty. How long is the fermentation?
75 hours here. It's a long fermentation.
Yeah.
So these are the old stills.
Old stills. You don't use it anymore.
Not been used since 2019, these ones.
You don't use it, but
No.
then why is it here?
Because they look pretty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they look nice.
I saw one outside.
Yes, so that was what was here before this one.
Okay.
And then there's some old pictures.
So there's a bar here?
Pardon? No, so we sometimes do tastings here.
Oh, okay.
And then we got some peat.
Wow. Cool. I don't smell peat though.
No, it needs to be burned. Now.
Okay.
아일라 증류소 중에서도 라프로익이라가 불리는 킬달튼 해안에 사이좋게 붙어 있어서 킬달튼 삼총사라고 하는데요. 피트 위스키로 유명한 이 삼총사 중에서도 피트 수치를 측정하는 ppm은 아드백이 55ppm으로 셋 중 가장 높습니다. 심지어 아드백이 세계에서 가장 피트 수치가 높은 위스키 증류소라고 하는데요. 여기서 위스키 좀 드셔보신 분들은 아마 의문이 드실 거예요. 옥토모어는 300ppm이 넘는데 브룩라디가 제일 높은 거 아닌가? 병원 맛으로 유명한 라프로익보다 아드백이 더 높다고? 아드백이 라프로익 라가블린보다 ppm이 더 높은데 맛은 오히려 더 약하게 느껴지는 이유가 무엇인지. 브룩라디 증류소를 제치고 왜 아드백이 세계 최고 수준 ppm이라고 하는지 다음 가이드 설명을 들어보시죠.
I've never tasted a whiskey on the tour. It was always after the tour.
Well, here we do things a bit differently. Because we're better. So, the next whiskey that we have got is our Anamorphic.
증류소가 가동 중이라 소음이 심할 텐데요. 어떻게든 우리 구독자님들 듣기 편하게 좀 만들어 보려고 유료 프로그램도 구독해서 조절도 해봤는데요. 목소리가 소음이랑 구분이 안 돼서 이렇게 뚝뚝 끊기더라고요. 첫 장면인 증류실 안에만 조금 시끄러우니 양해 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
This will be one of my favourite brands in the shop, and this particular whiskey gets very, very the bottom of that. This whiskey released and a lot of other very special whiskies came out, and because of that fact, this one kind of just disappeared into the mix, which is a shame because it's delicious. 48% alcohol, roughly 48.2. Very, very sweet. Have you not been in? No. Okay. Very for the benefit.
Later, we started drinking it
Okay.
yesterday.
Oh.
For the benefit of these three, I'm going to, as quick as physically possible, do distillation. But still, effectively beer goes in there. Heat it up, it evaporates, it rises up along the pipe, down there, into there, and back into there.
Alright.
That's called a low wine when it comes out. It's 22% ABV. Went from 8%, 22%.
Okay.
The key is distillation is you're moving it out, you're evaporating alcohol, but leaving the liquid behind. You guys setting a flow, goes in that one. Again, same thing happens, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes over the top, goes down, goes straight into there, then out from there, then into the back.
Got it.
Got it?
Got it.
Good. What is that? Well, look at that submission. What comes out of there is generally 23% ABV.
Okay.
What comes out of there though is anything from about 95% alcohol down to about 40% alcohol. So that there is the separator. So we take anything from about 75 down to about 55. And the other two parts, the top part and the bottom part, get discarded. They get a mix of what comes out of there. They're going to be back into that. There we go.
여기서 잠깐 아래 자막 아이콘을 누르면 보다 정확한 영어 자막을 켜실 수 있습니다. 그리고 스킵하고 싶으신 분들은 아래 설명란에 챕터 달아놨으니 원하는 부분만 골라서 시청하셔도 됩니다. 그래도 끝까지 시청 부탁드려요. 왜냐하면 주인공은 영상 후반에 등장하거든요. 그리고 무엇보다 저 스코틀랜드까지 가서 여러분 보여주려고 정말 열심히 찍어왔거든요. 그럼 질감하세요.
Got the body, got the deck coming out. You've then got the line arm, which is the bit that goes along. That's the line arm. The bit that comes down at the bottom there, that is the condenser. There's cold water in there and it converts it back to a liquid, into the pipe and into the spirit sack. We've got something slightly unique though here at Ardbeg. If you look at the line arm, there's a bit that drops down. It comes down from the line arm. Can everyone see that?
Yeah.
Only on the spirit stills. It's not on the wash bill. Not that you can see it from here, but it's not there, trust me. That is called a purifier, and that is hugely responsible for our flavour here at Ardbeg. If you were to go to Lafroy, go to Lagavulin, go to their still houses, the first main difference you'd notice is their stills are very short. They're very short, very stubby stills. The shorter your still is, the stubbier your still is, the harsher, the smokier, the peatier, the saltier, the brinier, the oilier your whiskey is going to be. The taller your still is, the fruitier, the sweeter, the lighter your spirit is going to be. That's because of a process that happens inside the still called reflux. When those vapours are rising up, as they rise higher, they'll lose connection with the heat and they'll start to drop. They'll then meet the heat again and they'll continue to rise, the next time getting higher. Each time they'll repeat this process of rising and falling until they make it over the top. That is the reflux. Now as you've got a shorter sill, you've got less distance to travel. Therefore you've got less reflux. If you've got a taller skill, you've got more distance to travel. Therefore you've got more reflux and a fruitier, sweeter whiskey. Have all of you guys heard of TPM? No, okay. TPM, it's parts per million. It's parts per million of phenolic compounds, and it's the phenols that make the whiskey have that sweeter taste.
Okay.
Do you know what malting is?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So within the maltings you have to dry out the barley, and we dry it out using a beet, traditionally. Or if you're making all that space ID stuff, you use hot air. But the beet, we burn the beet, and that's what gives the smoky taste and dries out the barley. The longer you burn the beet for, the more smoky your whiskey will be. We can measure up for a guess in ppm. Lafroy sit at 40, Lagavulin sit at 35. Here at Ardbeg we sit at 55. We have the highest heating level out of the three of us, and we have the highest heating level for a baseline out of anyone on Islay. Oxmoor, which has the smokiest whiskey in the world, is produced by Brookladdy, an unpeated distillery, so they disqualify themselves. For a baseline, there's no one smokier than us. At the start. I don't think you would say that we taste like the smokiest compared to Lafroy, compared to Lagavulin, no. And that's because of that reflux. Well, at least that's one of the first reasons. They keep a lot of their smokiness, we lose it because of the height of our stills. But the other place we lose it is our purifier, just there. That purifier effectively acts like a bypass. It only lets through the lighter, fruitier, sweeter vapours. Anything harsher, anything heavier, anything oilier is going to get redistilled. How this works is when those vapours are rising up, the heavier vapours, the vapours that tend to be smokier, oilier, peatier, they will physically weigh more and they will condense quicker in the lighter vapours will. So those heavier vapours will get to the line arm, they'll condense and they'll start to fall into the purifier. They'll then be brought down and redistilled. Whereas anything lighter will stay a gas and it will make its way fully through. The other thing about the line arms there on our spirit stills are actually slanted upwards. So again, anything that goes along it and it liquefies here it'll then roll back down to the purifier. If you were to go to Lagavulin, not only would you see very short stills, but they do that. They go straight down those lines because they want everything to run into the spirit. Whereas for us, we don't want that. We want more of that sweeter, lighter fruitiness to our whiskey. So everything's rolling back into the still, and we only keep the very lighty amount of our whiskey. That is the main reason why we'll start so high on PPM, because we know we're going to lose a lot by the end of the process. And it's one of the reasons why we're quite so different from our neighbours. All three of us are associated as those really smoky, peaty giants on Islay. But Laphroaig and Lagavulin occupy that more salty, sulphury kind of style, whereas we've got more of that fruity sweetness combined with the peat. I'm now going to take you over and you can have a little smell of our new make spirit. If you were to smell it or even taste it at Lagavulin and Laphroaig, it's very, very harsh, very, very briny, very salty. But our smell is sweet, it's fruity, it's soft, it's very, very different. If you come over, I'll show you guys.
I don't smell it at all.
Very kind of fruity. How long are you on Islay for?
5 days.
Oh, lovely.
I'm visiting all the distilleries here.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone.
I've done Islay for 5 days and visiting every
Every single distillery.
Wow.
Joyce. So here we've got spirit safe. This is that machine that all of these are running into. So the wash stills, that first still, that's what's coming out of it right now. Those are those low wines, and they are 22% ABV. Any questions in here?
So you still do it manually?
Oh,
The altering.
just that lever on top. Yeah.
How much is the cut points? For
So 10 minutes for the
head.
for the heads, 5.5 hours for the hearts, and then 3.5 hours for the tails, for the faints. And we take everything from about 75% to 55% as Munich spirits, and it averages out to be about 69% alcohol. Any more questions? Perfect. Let's continue on then.
What are these stars?
The stars there, so they're part of the beams to hold up the buildings, but it's just decorative on the outside. So there's joists going through.
And why is that like in the shape of star? Is
It
it?
looks nice.
It doesn't imply anything.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
It's South Korea.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Seoul.
Seoul. Oh, right.
What countries do you get the most people on the tours from?
Anywhere and everywhere.
Okay.
A lot from the UK, a lot from America, a lot from Canada, a lot from Germany, a lot from Sweden, a lot from France, Spain. After that, you've then got Asian countries, so a lot from South Korea, a lot from Taiwan, a lot from Japan,
Okay. And mainland China as well.
China, yeah.
What makes committee so big? Like you have a lot of fans.
Yes, across the world.
Yeah.
It's just so the committee was originally established because we closed so many times. We established that committee so we would never close again. So we always had a loyal group of fans who would always purchase Ardbeg, and it's just kind of grown from there. So now obviously you've got those lovely kind of committee releases that we do every year. You've got that Eureka, which came out this year. It's a very kind of fruity, very sweet, lovely whiskey, and because it was a committee release, it actually sold out worldwide in about 10 minutes time.
How big is the committee?
I have no idea, but there's thousands and thousands of members though across the world.
Is the other distilleries have those kind of fan group too?
So we all have our own kind of little members groups. I know Laphroaig has like Friends of Laphroaig. Everyone has these all little.
But I feel
groups.
the Ardbeg is the biggest fans, and they're like passionate about it.
I'm not sure about biggest, but we certainly have passionate fans.
Yeah.
Did you see the axe in the visitor centre?
Axe, no.
There's an axe in the visitor centre. I'll show you when we get back. There you go.
Ox. That's Vox. Yeah.
It was made by one of our fans.
Oh,
He made an
that's
axe.
cool. They had a Ardbeg day in Korea. That's why I got this T-shirt.
Very, very cool. A bunch of the old racked warehouses as well.
Is whiskey very popular in Korea?
Yeah, it is. It's picking up.
We're going in here now.
Pretty sure it's a
Wild to think about how much money is in here.
We'll probably get on to that. Yeah. Pretty cool space.
What does that C mean?
See, it's just with the rows, so you've got the numbers.
Oh,
to
rows.
designate
Oh,
the
rows. Oh, okay.
That's C, that's key.
Empty.
There's A
Yeah.
and not B. No clue where B is. If you guys want to have a seat. We're missing people. Good, okay. Yes.
What are the oldest casks do you have?
I'll get to that. So the oldest casks we have here on site are from around 1973. The oldest liquid we have on site is a 1972 distillation. But the problem with whiskey is the longer you mature your whiskey for, the more ABV you'll lose every year out of the cask. Similarly, you'll also lose the actual level of the cask as well. So you lose about 1.5% a year, which isn't much, but over 50, 60 years, it starts to add up. And unfortunately, those 1972 casks that we did have a couple of years ago, they got to 40.4% alcohol. Now, if whiskey drops below 40% alcohol, it's not legally whiskey anymore, can't be sold. So what you do at that point, you have a bit of a panic attack, and then you take it out of the cask as soon as possible into a large kind of ICB that is sealed so that it won't evaporate anymore. So the oldest whiskey we have on site in terms of distillation year is 1972. But the oldest we still have in casks is 1973. So, as I mentioned before, when we bought this, when Glenmorangie bought this, they bought it for $7 million, and that included everything. In 2021, we actually sold at Ardbeg the world's most expensive cask ever sold. It was a 1975 single cask, so it was one of our oldest casks. It was a bourbon barrel. It had about 100-ish litres left in it. It sold for £16 million. Still holds the record.
So 7 million, not so bad for a purchase price.
We do actually have a couple more of those £16 million casks as well. So if anyone's got any spare money lying around, just let me know.
What, 75 was it?
1975, yeah.
So we're actually here celebrating his 50th birthday, so 1975. You should get one.
Have you got a 16? Have you got a spare 16 million?
Back pocket.
No. But apparently it was very good whiskey. I hope so at that price. Of that 16 million, we actually donated $1 million of that back into the community to set up a charity on the island where people can apply for funding for various different things.
Awesome.
Which is quite nice. So yeah, so this is one of, depending on which staff member you ask, 3 to 5 warehouses we've got here on site. There's one staff member who says it's 6. I don't know where he got that number from. But the large consensus is 3 to 5. Where we kind of go off on a kind of tangent here is I maintain that there's 3, and a couple of other members of staff maintain that there are 5. Where this has happened is there are 3 buildings. So I maintain it's 3 warehouses. But if you remember when we came in here, we passed through a first section, then there was a door, and then into this bit here. The door just over at that there before the second section of the warehouse. Some people maintain that that's then 2 warehouses. What do we think? 2 or 1? 1. Okay, good. Everyone agrees with me. Yay! So that's where the first one comes in confusing, and then there's another one that's like that as well, so 10 and 10x. Again, 1 building, but with a door in the middle. So yeah, 3 to 5 warehouses on site. The one guy who says it's 6, he's dead wrong. There's a warehouse on site called Warehouse 2. It hasn't been used as a warehouse since the 1980s. When before the closure, it's now used as a stockroom, and he still maintains that's a warehouse. He's wrong.
Already knows about a room you don't know
Fun?
about. Oh, he knows about a room you don't
Yes,
know.
you know, yeah, that's how he knows about a room. Absolutely. But here on site, we've got about 26 kind of thousand casks, 24, 26-ish thousand, which is quite a good chunk of our cask capacity. There are quite a lot of stag casks that are Ardbeg in various different places across Scotland. The main reason for doing this is so that if heaven forbid this was to burn down, we wouldn't lose all of our stock. there
Does
would
that
still be
$16 million
Ardbeg.
one live somewhere special? Does it get a special warehouse?
There is one of those 60 million pound casks, a couple of those 60 million pound casks here on site.
Wow.
Before you ask them, not telling you where it is.
That's what, but like I would have thought they would have put one special place.
No,
Maybe that's
there's-
the
there's-
sixth.
They're
maybe
very,
that's the
they're very
sixth.
unassuming, actually, when you
Oh.
walk past them. You could walk past them and not even realise that was what you were looking
Yeah.
at. I mean, on the way in here, when we were walking past, we went past several 1990s casks,
Wow.
which will still be several million pounds.
Yeah,
Not quite 16, but
right. Wow.
several million. So I'm going to do something a little special now. So because of that, I mean, we've got a birthday here.
It's her birthday today.
Oh.
My birthday was on the 19th. It's her birthday
Yeah,
today.
but because
So
we've
we
got a
got
couple
two.
of birthdays there.
We're siblings.
We're
so-
siblings too.
yeah.
She's the worst of the bunch, but
But there's an asterisk around this because if anyone in the shop asks you, you tried 4 drams and not this one.
I like it. I like the sound of that.
It's your birthday
I
today,
like
right?
this too.
It is. Oh my goodness.
I'll show you the technique. I'm going to hold this though when you do it. So, this is called a valanche. Has everyone seen one of these before?
No.
No? Okay. That's new to some people. Similar to what you'd see in a wine tasting as well. Goes in, like that.
Okay.
There's water. There's
Yeah,
whiskey.
you can get right there, yeah.
As you go up, you want your thumb on top.
Okay.
As you go down, you want your thumb off.
Yeah.
Thumb off, thumb off, thumb off,
Yeah.
thumb off, thumb off, thumb off. When you feel happy,
Yeah.
you'll bring it up, keep your thumb on as tight as possible. I'll get this underneath, and then as soon as you lift your thumb off, it'll all come out the
Let it
bottom.
go. Okay. Don't fuck it up.
Don't spill any of that.
No pressure.
Right here.
Make it full.
Thumb
Yep.
on.
So thumb on when you go off, and thumb off when you go down. And when
Should
you're
it start to
let
feel
me know.
heavier?
Me, not necessarily.
Okay.
When you're
All
ready,
right,
let
I'm
me
gonna
know. Okay, right, we're going all the way up. And there you go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to get one more though.
All right. All right. One more.
Perfect. There we go. I'll take that.
Got that?
Well done.
Happy birthday to you.
So, the whiskey that we've got here, as you've seen, this is single cask. This is not a whiskey you will find anywhere else in the world.
Wow.
This is exclusive to being in this warehouse And it's normally exclusive to a very specific tour we do in this warehouse, not to this one. But I'm feeling generous today. This is 15 years old, and this is a full maturation in a first fill Pedro Jimenez cask. Because it's a technically extra risk, I'm doing slightly samples in this one.
So full
Well, they're not for
15
the-
years in the,
Thank
in the
you.
sherry, right?
A full 15 years in PX Sherry, yes.
Great.
PX Sherry is the darkest and the sweetest of all the sherries you can find. The way I like to think of it is a can of Coca-Cola, 330ml can, standard can, has 90 grams of sugar in it. The same serving of PX Sherry would have 400 grams of sugar in it. PX Sherry is 5 times sweeter than Coke. As a result, the whiskey that you get out at the end of this is very, very sweet, very, very fruity, very, very creamy, and it's very, very kind of dark fruits, red fruits, and even molasses maybe. And this is a hearty 58.4. Who in here has ever tried a single cask Ardbeg before? Anyone? No. Well, here's the first one. We're quite precious over our single cask. They don't really get released. And when they do, they go for quite a lot of money. We've got one single cask in the shop. It's 14 years old. It's a PX second fill, so it's quite similar to this drum. It's £550.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
But it's a nice kind of thing to try. And it's quite cool shaking it straight from the cask.
Oh, that was very cool. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
How long are you guys all over on Isla for then? 5 days, you said.
Yeah.
Is this the first day?
Second day.
Second day. Which distilleries did you do yesterday?
I actually went to Springbank and then came to Islay
Okay.
at night. Yeah,
Very cool. Did you do Glen Scotia as well?
I just went to the visitor center. That's it.
Okay.
How much ABV is it?
58.5.
58. And how much is the ppm?
55. So everything at our biggest university, 55.
Oh,
ppm.
okay. Everything.
The only things that are more are supernova and hypernova.
And only in PX cask?
Yes, full maturation just in the Pedro Jimenez sherry.
How much years? For
15.
15
currently
years.
sitting at. So yeah, it was a 2010 distillation, that one. I'm pretty sure. 2010, yeah? Yeah,
It says,
good.
yeah.
Good. I was in here an hour ago and I still can't remember. Yeah. Any questions about the warehousing so far?
These are all full.
Yes, hopefully. That's what someone's been sneaking whiskey out of here and we haven't noticed. So hopefully they're all full.
You mentioned with the anamorphic that you charred the lids as well. Do you not
Yeah.
normally char the lids? Is it
No.
normally just the barrel is charred?
No, so typically you're just charring the staves of the cask
Mhm.
and not the ends of the cask. But with anamorphic, you've gone that one step further to create a very, very high, intense kind of charring. But that's only kind of the case though. So for bourbon casks, it's similar to, it's kind of commonplace to char those. But when you get into stuff like these kind of things, it wouldn't typically necessarily be commonplace to char them.
I have a silly question about the peat.
There are no silly questions.
How do you have enough? Does peat grow fast? How do you have enough?
Okay, that is a silly
constant?
No. So
Sorry.
firstly, obviously, peat is a renewable resource.
Yeah.
It just takes a couple hundred years to grow.
Okay.
There are things we can do to increase the speed in which peat grows. The newest thing we can do is we can inject those peat bogs with water, and that speeds up the process by about 50 years-ish. The amount of peat we use in the whiskey industry is rather small.
Okay.
Comparatively to how much this island would have used when everyone was burning it in their houses to keep them warm. The current prediction is if we do nothing about any form of peat bog restoration or anything like that, we've still got about 1,000 years.
Oh wow.
If you do
There's
nothing.
that much. There's
If
just
we
that
do
much
nothing,
peat.
yes.
Just on island.
Wow.
Yes.
So if you stop making whiskey, you'll have too much peat.
Not too much. The peat will just be left alone. So have everyone driven past the airport?
No.
No.
No. How did you guys get in here?
Ferry?
Ferry to Port Ellen.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go anywhere else on the in Islay, you'll have to drive somewhere because it's just Port Ellen.
We got off the
Sound.
boat and drove with this way.
Yes, yeah. So any other place on the island, you have to go over that road. You'll see quite how much peat bog there is. That entire stretch of land is all peat bog.
Okay.
And you can see over the centuries that we've been cutting peat here, you can see actually the scarring of the land of where there's divots out. And it's quite cool to see where it does that
No.
from where the peat has been cut.
Where I'm from, BC, we cut trees down, we replant trees. Is there such a thing for peat?
You can't replant peat.
It's not something-
You can just speed up the process that it forms.
So the parts you're scarring, is that what you're,
Injecting with water, yeah.
is where you're, oh, okay.
So that's what we can do to speed up that process. But it's not so easy. We're not going to cause matters of problems for ourselves anytime soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's if we do nothing. And we are doing things. And every year there are new kind of ways. So another recent invention has been we can cut the peat underneath the soil, which sounds complicated, but basically it creates like a sausage tubey kind of thing of peat. So it goes in at one end and it goes and it's like that and with a kind of stick like this. So it goes in like that and then the actual soil level's there. So there's a divot in the soil that's maybe a couple millimeters thick where it's gone in, but underneath the soil there's then a much larger cutting machine, and it's to help not release all the carbon. So the carbon stays trapped. So that's the other thing we started doing. But there's always kind of new inventions of
We've got
how
1,000 years to figure out how
conserve.
to do it better. And it should be.
So do you hand cut the peat?
No. We won't hand cut the peat. Very few places will hand cut the peat nowadays because it releases so much carbon. So that sausagey thing machine is most commonly
Is that
used
the
now.
technical name for it?
Sausagey machine,
Yeah.
yes.
Sausage.
We don't do our maltings here on site, so we don't really get involved with that kind of part of the process. If you went to the Lefroy Goodman one, they'd probably be able to tell you the official name for that piece of equipment. The only distillery I know off the top of my head is Kilhoman, still hand cut peat, I think, but they use very little, very little. But no, so all of our maltings is done off-site. We haven't had our own maltings kind of capacity since 1981 when we had our closure. Where you guys were before we started this tour in the visitor centre, that was where our maltings were done. So that VC itself was the kiln. You can see the pagoda roof at the top. Where the cafe is, that was on the start of our malt floors, and they span that entire building. On the far end, if you were to become a staff member, join the distillery, go up to the staff room, go up to the second floor in the staff room, go through a random sort of door that says do not enter. You'd get out into the rest of the malt floors, and at the end of them you can still see the steep tanks in the very back of that room. They're pretty cool. They're very big, because the steep tanks say where the water was to let the barley germinate. I've got several very cool pictures of that on my phone.
Cool.
Any more questions? No?
What
That-
makes Ardbeg so special among other Islay distilleries?
I wouldn't say it's more special, it's just different.
Huh.
None of us are better than the others. We're all producing great whiskey.
How is it different?
As I said, so the stills, so they contribute to the fact that we've got a lot more kind of that fruitiness, a lot of that sweetness, a lot of that kind of new and interesting character that maybe the other distilleries don't get, but in turn they get flavours we don't get. I wouldn't have said we're a particularly salty distillery. I wouldn't have said we're a particularly maritime distillery. We're not a very maybe peat forward distillery like Lefroy, like Lagavulin is, because in turn we get other flavours that they don't. It's one of the reasons this island does so well for whiskies, because every single distillery is offering something unique. 10 distilleries on this island, and all 10 of them are famous. Whereas if you go to Speyside, you've got the largest concentration of distilleries there, but most people wouldn't be able to name all of them. Whereas there are so many kind of famous distilleries all in this one very small community. Everyone's producing something unique, everyone's producing something different, and yet we've all got this kind of same brand, we've all got this kind of peaty Islay style of whiskey. We're going to head out of the warehouse and going to have our final dram by the ocean when we started. There we go. 1990.
This is a few million.
Yeah, probably.
Do you use other than sherry or bourbon
Yeah,
casks?
so we've got a lot of different casks here. Lots of virgin oak, lots of heavily charred kind of casks. There are lots of wine casks, fortified wines as well, the likes of Sauternes, the likes of Madeiras, even the
Port.
likes of rum casks, port casks. Yeah.
For finish only?
Not just the finish, we've got some full maturation as well.
Oh, okay.
How long have you been in?
We're always trying to experiment here at Ardbeg and always trying to create new and unique flavours.
So you have 10 distilleries in Islay.
Yes, there are 10 of us now.
So Lafroig, Lagavulin, Ardbeg, and
Yep.
Bruichladdich, Kilhoman, Ardnagh, Caolila, and Bunnahabhain, and what else?
Port Ellen
Port
Distillery
Ellen.
is the 10th. And then you're going to have 12 by the end of this year, because you've got Port Natruin Distillery.
It's newly built.
Yes, that's the one that's in between Lefroy and Port Ellen.
Oh,
And then you've also got Lagan Bay Distillery, which is by the airport.
oh, I didn't know that.
So both of those two will be opened by the end of the year. And then Port Ellen Distillery started production in Port Ellen started production in January of last year.
Oh, very new. Is it water? Is it water that you're drinking?
Not whiskey, not new mixed drinks. Don't worry.
It's a nice weather
I
here.
know.
We will hopefully be in London at some point. Various theaters.
What's it about?
So the last dram we've got on the tasting today, this is our 19-year-old. And this is batch 7, the final batch in the 19-year-old series. This is a vatting of bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks for this one. It's very kind of sweet, very fruity. And smell.
Really nice.
How do you read it?
Tryvan.
Tryvan.
Tryvan, yeah. And the last bottle in the series of Tryvan. What do you guys think of this one? Very sweet, very fruity, very creamy. Very kind of lemony, very orangey. That, unfortunately, is our tour about over with. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you've got any more questions, please let me know when we get back to the shop. Similarly, if there's anything else you guys want to try once we get back there, you're more than welcome to, within reason. I'm not throwing anyone around the 25-year-old for free. But if there's anything you guys want to try, I'm more than happy to pour out a couple extra pours.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming. We'll head back over to the shop nowish and enjoy the rest of the sun on the island.
Thank you for bringing this weather to
I know.
Thank you so much.
Question for you.
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Out of the ones we tried,
No, period.
no idea. I have a couple. This would be up here. Well, batch 5 of this would be up here. I really like Anamorphic as well, I said that. I really like the rum cast, so the distillery exclusive at the moment, which is Homecoming. I also really like Eureka at the moment as well, which is the current bottling for the committee at the moment, which is the one that sold out within about a week.
Did you try 1975?
I have tried a 1975, not that 1975.
How was it?
It was delicious. It was very good. I've tried a couple older Ardbegs and they've all been stunning.
Nice.
It's one of those things you see those really expensive bottles and you think, well, what if I don't like it?
What a great, yeah.
And at that kind of price, you'll like it.
Yeah.
Why did you join Ardbeg all the way from England?
I moved up here for the whiskey industry. So I was working at Bonhaven for about a year and a half before moving over to Ardbeg for a change. After I finished university, I just fancied a bit of something different. So, and I knew I wanted to work in the whiskey industry. So I just picked the best region for whiskey, in my opinion at least.
Beautiful place to
And
live.
yeah, exactly, an absolutely gorgeous place. I can get out into nature. I've always lived in big cities, so it's pretty nice living somewhere which is so rural. I can get out on walks within 5 minutes of my leaving the house. My walking, yeah, it's lovely. I'm here till November, and then I've moved to Japan to work in a whiskey distillery over there.
Which one?
So I'm going to be working for Chichibu.
What?
For Chichibu, the Ichiro's malt. Anyway, we'll head back over to the visitor centre now.
Is your jacket from Ardbeg?
Yes.
Oh, really? I love it. I want to put on these badges
Got
like
all
you.
my badges and my pins. That's
Yeah.
the Ichiro's malt. So that's the Japanese one.
Oh, I'm collecting those badges too. I'm gonna get one for Ardbeg.
Whereabouts are you staying on the
Port
island?
Charlotte Youth Hostel.
Oh, lovely.
You know where that is?
Yes, I live in Port Charlotte.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I live in Port Charlotte. So,
It's very nice and cute.
yes, how are you getting there?
Public transportation.
There's music. There's live music at the Port Charlotte Hotel tonight.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What time?
Starts at 8:30.
Oh, really? I should be on
I'm
time.
the fiddle player.
You're playing.
Yes, I'll be playing tonight.
What are you playing?
I'm a fiddle player.
Fiddle?
Yes.
What is fiddle?
Violin.
Violin. That's
We
cool.
play folk music.
알고 보니 아드백 직원 집이 제 호스텔에서 도보 10분 거리일 줄이야. 이 정도면 신이 주신 기회 아닐까요? 아일라 섬이 꽤 커서 포트 샬롯이면 아드백 중류소에서 차로도 30분 넘게 걸리거든요. 그래서 자기 퇴근할 때까지 기다리면 집까지 태워주겠대요. 그렇게 차를 얻어 타고 수다를 떨다가 그의 집에 가게 되는데 친구가 직접 요리도 해주고 무엇보다 여기 술장을 탈탈 털어 마셨거든요. 근데 여기 술장 라인업이 와 죄다 그냥 어디서도 못 구하는 애들. 괜히 스코틀랜드 중류소 직원이 아니에요. 이건 스포 자제하겠습니다. 다음 영상으로 말아올게요. 근데 어쩌다가 중류소 직원 집에 가게 된 건지, 중류소 직원 집 술장에는 대체 얼마나 귀한 위스키들이 있을지 아드백 중류소 직원의 랜선 집들이 영상이 궁금하시면 지금 구독 누르고 기다려주세요. 왜냐하면 제 채널이 작아서 나중에 찾기 어려우실 거예요. 그리고 이 아드백 직원이랑 친해져서 3월달에 한국 놀러 오기로 했거든요. 이 친구가 한국 위스키 증류소 투어도 돌고 싶다고 해서 그것도 준비하고 있어요. 그리고 한국에서 테이스팅 이벤트도 기획 중인데 한국에서 못 구하는 아드백 한정판 위스키도 들고 온대요. 증류소 직원한테 평소 위스키 관련 궁금했던 것들 마음 놓고 물어볼 수 있는 좋은 기회예요. 아, 그리고 제가 다 통역해드릴 거니까 영어 못하셔도 걱정 마세요. 아드백 직원과 함께하는 테이스팅에 참가하고 싶으신 분들은 고정 댓글 확인해주세요. 왜냐하면 오프라인 특성상 공간적인 제약이 있어 많은 분들을 못 모십니다. 선착순으로 마감할 예정이니 오픈과 동시에 알람 받고 싶으신 분들은 고정 댓글 링크에 번호 남겨주세요. 그리고 여기서 꿀팁! 투어 끝나고 가이드한테 따로 말하면 추가로 다른 위스키들도 조금씩 따라주십니다. 헤헤. 지금 거꾸로 연어들처럼 전에 올린 증류소 투어 시리즈를 정주행해주고 계신 분들이 많으신데요. 너무 감격스럽고 감사합니다. 사실 이 30분에서 1시간짜리 영상 하나 만드는데 정말 천문학적인 시간이 들어가거든요. 왜냐하면 한두 시간짜리 영상 편집을 끝내고 나서도 제 영상은 영어 자막을 달고 게다가 한국어로 번역까지 해야 하잖아요. 근데 이게 AI의 도움을 받아도 한국어가 진짜 어려운 언어긴 한가 봐요. 존댓말과 반말을 섞어서 쓰질 않나. 존댓말 중에서도 헤요체, 합니다체, 하오체를 섞어 쓰질 않나. 위스키 전문 용어가 등장하는 만큼 정말 기상천외한 오류들이 나오더라고요. 몇 년 위스키를 연산이라고 한다거나 증류소를 양조장, 마스터 블렌더를 믹서기, 스피릿을 영혼, 뉴메이크를 신제품, 웜텁을 벌레통, 쉘앤튜브를 껍데기와 튜브, 로우 와인을 저가 와인, 숙성을 성숙, 캐스크 스트렝스를 통의 강도 등등. 이것 말고도 짜잘하게 진짜 어색한 표현들이 많아서 일일이 돌려보면서 하나하나 손수 바꿔줘야 되거든요. 그럼에도 구독자님들이 써준 소중한 댓글들을 읽다 보면 하루의 피로가 싹 가십니다. 내가 열심히 만든 영상이 누군가한테는 도움이 되고 있구나 라는 생각에 뿌듯한 마음으로 잠에 들어요. 그러니까 댓글 많이 남겨주시고 많은 응원 부탁드립니다. 무엇보다 긴 영상 끝까지 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 요즘 자극적인 쇼폼 많이 보다 보니까 긴 영상 집중해서 보기가 어렵더라고요. 근데 30분 1시간짜리 영상을 여기까지 집중해서 봐주신 우리 구독자님들 정말 대단하세요. 이런 다큐멘터리 같은 긴 호흡의 영상을 음미하시는 우리 구독자님들은 다른 시청자분들이랑은 확실히 결이 다른 특별한 분들이신 것 같습니다. 댓글만 봐도 다 느껴지거든요. 뭔가 다른 위스키 채널에 달린 댓글이랑 분위기가 달라요. 암튼 멋있습니다. 짱! 그리고 이 증류소 투어나 스코틀랜드 여행 관련 궁금한 점 있으시면 편하게 댓글 남겨주세요. 제가 하나하나 꼼꼼히 보고 답글 남겨드리겠습니다. 그럼 위스키 성지 여행하는 보텐더였습니다. 안녕.
Whereabouts are you guys from?
From England, so
From
London.
England. Whereabouts in England?
London.
London. What part of London?
Finsbury Park.
Ugh.
Oh,
Are you from the island then?
I'm not from the island. Can't you tell by my accent? I'm easy to understand, so quite clearly I'm not Scottish. No, unfortunately I'm not Scottish. I am English, but I'm from Newcastle, which is in the very, very northeast of England.
which part of Newcastle?
I'm not going to answer that.